Hello, welcome to stream. Yeah, it is too soft, but doesn't matter at the moment. Doesn't matter at the moment. I'm going to remove this. Today we are doing the connecting rod for the engine and the key to the car. That's the goal for today. And then we are off to do, yeah, I am trying to make it a habit to clean the desk after every stream, otherwise it's just chaos. So, yeah. I'm again making some room here. Come on. So that I can work. I'm removing the roof. There. We can have all the space that we need. There. Okay. And this will make viewing a lot easier. You know, like so ish. I mean, I'm gonna jiggle the camera around anyway, so yeah. I think we need to extract the gearbox anyway, because most of the rod will be mounted to the gearbox housing anyway. We have all of the room, and yeah, let's remove it. Let us remove it. I think. What? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Good thing that we finished the gearbox. Good thing. Okay. Right, so we need to make a rod coming from here to here, and then, you know, it's gonna rod through there. I would like to move this pin here on both sides inwards, or at least this side. This side doesn't bother us, but this side bothers us because we're gonna have stuff here. Okay, fine. We'll see about the rest. Okay, as we had it before, we want the here the part that engages the steering slides forward. So what we want is the rod that's gonna go here is also gonna slide forward, but the thing here is sliding backwards to engage. So we need a pivot here that reverses that action. It's gonna be housed here. See the blue pin here. The blue pin here is going to be replaced by a gray pin on which it will rest. And yeah, I think that's gonna pretty much be it, more or less. The only thing that we need to think of when doing this is that we have, well, basically since the, come on, right now, come on, there. Well, it sits above the above the gear here, so it shouldn't be bothering anything. Let me just check. Yeah, we are good. It's 5 studs. Okay. 5 studs. One. Yeah, that's the perfect location, I think. Let me. Yeah. Before I do anything stupid, let me install it into the car once again to check something. We'll do it together. Okay. So, I'll take this as an example. So we want it to be here, right? 1, 2, 3. But technically, we want it to be here. Here, that's the perfect position. So we need to modify the L lift arm to have a pivot point here. This is the perfect position for the pivot. Yeah. And it's going to be pivoting, I mean like this, in this direction. Like this, okay. If it would be pivoting in that direction, we would have more options. Yeah. Okay. So the L lift arm here needs a pivot point here, which is unfortunate, a bit unfortunate, because that cannot happen. That cannot happen in that way, so we need to be creative. If we do it here, so our lift arm or our lever needs to be like this. The lever coming from the gearbox or from the slider is going to be here. And it's going to be here. And the lever going backwards is going to be in this lever. So ideally, our pivot point would be here. So if we cannot make some pivot something here, perhaps we can make a bracket that connects to here and still connects here. Since the forces here are not very high, it's not necessary for this to be, built like a tank or whatever. It just needs to do its job. Let me think. How are we going to approach this? Obviously, we're going to use a non-flip-flop beam here. No, obviously, we're going to use this here. So it's going to pivot like this. Okay, so we can use, I think we can use this guy here, since it's gonna pivot like this. It's it's gonna pivot like this. So this guy is good here. And then we need to connect this and this. It's gonna pivot like this. Wait. Just a second. Just a second. I am having dirty thoughts. What if we use this here? We would need this one would need to be okay. That's a no. That's a no. Yeah, okay, this one cannot be here in this regard anyway, because of this here. So this this piece here needs to be able to move a little bit, and this is gonna restrict its movement, and that's exactly what we must not allow to happen. Okay. If we do this here, but then hey Christian, we do this and that. Yeah, that could work. That could work. Second. Just a second. So we use this here. Hey. We use this here. This is gonna be a, so it's gonna pivot like this. This could be this, and yeah, post it in, I don't know. I mean, at the moment I don't have the brain capacity to really deal with that, but sure. So we would have something like this, and we would pin it. Ah, okay, I see it. Okay. We could do it like here. Ah, okay. This guy has to be different. Yeah, it is related to this, absolutely, because the seat is gonna be the rod is gonna be in the way, of course. So we could have something like this. Would this be strong enough? Once pinned here, maybe. But let me just do something. Because the rod that we are doing, the rod can be, since the layout allows it, it can be here, at least, you know, underneath here, at least until it gets to here. So the rod is not gonna interfere with the seat much. Seat needs to be, you know, at this point here, when it reaches this point, it's gonna need to flare out by one stud. But for the entirety of this part here, it can slide underneath here. There's always room. There has to be room. And even here, for this here, we can move this. We can move this. Can we? No, we can't. Fuck. We'll do something else. We'll do something else here. So the mount for the gearbox, this one, this guy. No, this one does not have to move. The elegant solution that we have on the car will be different, so that we can run this for as long as possible underneath here, so it does not interfere with the seat. So the rod here is not gonna interfere with the seat. This guy here is of course gonna be here. It cannot be anywhere else. Just a second. See. I see. No, but still, my theory stands. So we are going to redesign this part here. This can go away, because this rod will take over the function of this. So we can take this away. I'm gonna put this in for now. And this guy here and this guy can be, come on, can be, yeah, I mean, if they're on this side, it doesn't matter, because there's a seat there as well. And they cannot be here. And they cannot be here. Yeah. That's a slight bummer. Slight bummer. But at least the rod here we can do something about it. The rod is gonna be here. Okay, the rod is gonna slide here. There has to be a slight there has to be a one stud lever here. Yeah. Because if we make it like this, there's not enough room, I think. Or is there? Yeah, but if Christian, if we do that, then the seat is gonna be way too far off, isn't it? I mean, I can allow the seat to be one stud, one stud to the side of the steering column, I guess. Okay, that's a solid. Oh, that's. Is it one stud or two studs? That looks like two studs. Then that's okay. I mean, that's like in the real car. In the real car, the steering wheel isn't centered with the seat either. So, yeah. We can do it like this. I think. What do you think? I'm cool with that. Okay. Yeah. Very good. Very good. I am happy with that. So, just for reference, the rod here is going entirely under here. It's not interfering at all. This is the only interference that we have. But problem is, we have absolutely no room to put the limiter anywhere else in the car. There's absolutely no room, no other way of doing that, and we absolutely want it, you know, otherwise it's gonna just go from fourth to first, and we don't want this, or from first to fourth, you know, once you are pressing the controls. Yeah, no, we don't want that. So let's see what we can do with this in the car. Where are the limitations there? Are there any? Yeah, of course there are. So I'm going to remove this here. Come on. So just check. Yeah. So this this thing here is sadly gonna be slightly more complex, because this part here is requiring us. So if we have this here, come on, we obviously cannot have the mount in the same place, but we do want a mount here. We cannot have the mount here because then it interferes with the shifter. So we have to have the mount higher up. Yeah, it has to be here. Okay. Okay. I am going to think about this part here. Come on, brain. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Nothing. It's gonna be like this. This is gonna be here. Here. There. They're going to be like this. There's no other way. Now we need to modify this here. And we need to modify modify this here to allow for that. It shouldn't be too difficult. Ish. Come on, brain. Come on. Yeah. It's gonna be like this. Like this. So we need to leave room for one stud. And this one is here. Wait for it. When my brain kicks in. If it does. Come on. And this is of course the channel where this is gonna run through. Let's see what this means in the car. Install this. Let's install this here. Come on. I know you want to go in. There we go. Okay, now let me set the scene so you can see what's going on. Flip the car sideways and okay. Okay, I think we can all see what's gonna happen. Okay. Yes. So what's the length that we can do? Okay. I think this is pretty much what we are gonna get. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 studs. Perfect. Seven studs. Seven studs. There we go. That's it. That's it. So we are engaging the servo here in the front. Yeah. What am I looking here at? This should be clearing the seat. So, I think the rod here is gonna be fine. Okay, and as you can see, the rod is entirely clearing the seat because it's not. It's flush. It's flush with our tunnel. So the only interference here, of course, is this and this. But I have no idea how to, you know, not have them here. And this guy here, you know, the arch here, I don't think that's the main problem. The main problem is the existence of this and this. You know. What? What? Okay. My reliable gearbox, what's wrong with you? Why are you not cooperating? With second axle attached, if it works, I have not some. What? What second axle? Wrong gearbox with you. Why are you not working today? We'll find out. We'll find out. But you know, obviously we need to now disengage this. Hold on. Is this interfering? No, it's not. Just a second. Just a second. Just a second. Let me do this. Okay. Oh, it's fun. Okay. That's fine. That's all fine. Yeah. This is fine. Now we need to just see how much we need to on which position we need to attach the axle going along the gearbox to the prong doing the shifting of the rear clutch. Okay. Right. Now my main concern, well, my main issue is now that we need to extract the gearbox. How do we do that if we have this connected and there's going to be a seat in there? So technically you could prong this open, but then getting it back in with the seat in is going to be a challenge. Yeah, does not interfere with the seat, but the seat does interfere with this. But if we do this, so if we just disconnect it here like that and then extract the whole gearbox with it, let's see what happens. How easy or how difficult this is. It is extremely difficult. This is not gonna go. Okay. So what we will do, I think, is, let's see if this is here. We're gonna have this here. So we can disconnect just this guy here, and then the gearbox can go up. Yeah, and this guy here can stay in the car. This can stay in the car, and gearbox goes out. Okay, now that we have done this, we need to connect this here to this here, and then we are done with this. Then we can do the key. The key is gonna be interesting. Okay, so it needs to be this at the furthest, and this is about here ish. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you are right. Well, then we can have it here. We can have it here. And do this. But there's no room for this. Now, ideally, we would have a rail here. Ideally. If this guy wasn't here, we could have a rail here. So we're gonna cancel this guy. We're gonna do this here, like that. And we're gonna have an axle. No, we are not, because we can't. We can't. This has to be here. Yeah. Hold on. Since the movements here are, or the things here can flex a little bit. What if we do the nasty thing and do this? You know? But unfortunately, we are not allowed. We are not allowed quite, because while on the bottom it kind of goes. Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe we should do this. Just a second. Perfect. Where is it? It's this one. One, two, three, four, five, six. Of course. Fine. Okay, then we have it on the outside. I don't know if we can afford to double stack this. Let's try. I think we can. I think we can. If you have a better idea, please let me know. But it does not compute because it's interfering. If we have a just one row, come on. If we have just, yeah, but I know of the cables, but the cables here are not gonna fly because this thing here is gonna be quite under stress and it's gonna want to go out, I think. So we're gonna have this here because this here is not gonna let it go out, and all of the, you see, all of the bushings I'm using in the entire system are friction pins, you know. To be honest, I don't know how to make it different. This is the only thing that can make sense, and you know, yeah. Even though we need to make a this here. So you know that it does clear the engine. And now it does, I think. Let's install it and see how it works. Let's install it. Yeah, but I don't think oh, for fuck's sake. I don't think you know, it'll clear the gearbox, the gearbox, the fake engine. That's the problem. Because something's not good. Where's the hold up? What is wrong? Oh, that's wrong. Okay. Okay, and it does little movements. I see. Christian, the thing is that I don't think it's gonna clear this here. That's why I'm using this. Because the engine here is not, you know, this is not 6 white. 5 white. This is more than 5. That's the issue here. But what I want to do here is I want to actually use not this here, this here. Since we are doing smooth things, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. Let's do it without the engine and everything. So we can observe what's happening. Now the only question is, of course, how do we painlessly install this? I'm still thinking. Every single time. I do have ideas. Yeah, I think I know how we're gonna do it. Okay, let's first observe what's happening. I am turning the key. Of course, the wheel set there. Yeah, this is as far in as it will go. And that's, you cannot even, there's no way of pushing it further in. That's really very good. So we are engaging both the servo and the motors at the same time with the key. And the gearbox servo does not need engaging and disengaging. Good. Very good. Now, one last thing to solve before we start making the key. So this is like this. So I would like to do this part here as a two-parter. So I could, just as we have with the rod connecting to this, we could engage and disengage them. Axles are not a good idea because axles can be pulled apart and we don't want to do that. The problem with these here is that I suddenly then need a longer this here, which is doable. Yeah, we can do that. Even better. So instead of this guy, we use this guy here. this here. We can afford to go one step further in this direction. And then we would have this part here. Disassemblable. Where did I put, or did I use all of them up? Fuck me. Right. That's uncool. Very uncool. So I could use one here. And one here. And have a 6-stud rod connecting them. That's, you know, adding weight, obviously, but it's definitely, you know, allowing us to remove it. Wait, it has to be like this, and then yeah, that's a no-brainer. And you can remove it. Basically, you pull these two out, and then off it goes. This stays in the car. I think that's a okay solution. And I'm saying this okay. You know, it's not an ideal solution, but it's an okay solution. Let's try this. In fact, let's try both now. Let's try both rods in the car. So the gearbox one and this one. Okay. Hey Negi, thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. So, yeah, the red one for this is here. Oh yeah, and we need to mount this thing better. Yeah. Okay. This is not okay, because it's a yes but situation. Yes, we are separating it, but we cannot get the gearbox in. Unless, of course, we remove this, but then, you know, this is kind of sucky. Come on. Where's the hold up? What?
Where's the hold up? What's it? Oh,
Okay, that's the hold up. Okay.
but why is this the hold up suddenly?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, the only problem is getting this in and out. Because then you would have basically to disengage this in the car. But yeah, I mean, you can do this. Let's see. No, you can't. This actually really sucks. You can do it, obviously, but problem is that not everybody will be able to do this. That's the problem. I can do it, but a customer will probably not be able to do it. Wiggle this in and out, you know. Someone who buys this model, let's say, Well, the mechanism here that's turning the key needs a slight redesign. It's not perfect, but this is gonna be happening once we redesign this here. For this we need Countach pieces, which I don't have at the moment, but we'll make it happen. Yeah. So at this point, I think I'm not gonna stress about the rod here. Everything here can be reasonably be taken apart. I can even install the engine while everything is in the car. Come on. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes. Key. Let's make the key. Okay? Let us make a key. So the key is gonna be an axle, of course. It's gonna be an axle, but I would like to use What do you mean the motor mounts? They've been on the car since forever. So I would like to do something like this, because this will allow us to have the key inserted and retracted without the axle pulling out. Of course we need to do something in here with this here. Maybe another this, so it it cannot be pushed out. And ideally I would like to have the key to be retractable, so you can have the key like in a small fob variant. Yeah. No, that's gonna be too much. No, that's gonna be too beefy. Too beefy. Maybe we could just dress it up with system bricks. Have something like this. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Just a second. So it could be like this. So with this cannot be pushed back as well, and but we want this to be happening. with a spring. So what I want here is to have this spring loaded, so this would be the default position. And we, remember how we did the locks on the trunks and stuff like that. So this would be the open position, and we would have it rotate like this, and it would click. This would be the closed position. Then you have a button on the remote, on the key fob, and then this just springs open, and you have the key. This is also a very good fidgeting thing that you have in your hand, and click 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 click. People would play with it, and then if you want to just put it in the car, turn it around, and it's remote controlled. A small detail that adds a lot of value to the car. A lot of value, I think. Keep in mind how cheap the Bugatti Veyron key or Chiron key of Lego was. Nothing like this. What would we do here? If this is the retracted position. Can be different as well. This is our final position. Yeah. Key. Yeah. No words. No words. That's not what I want. That's not what I want. But yeah, hold on. Fuck me, how are we going to do this? Just a second. Just a second. Okay, this is. Okay. Okay. But the key is gonna be like in, of course, Audi keys or whatever. It cannot be in the middle of the key fob. It has to be on the edge of it. So if this is the edge of it, this is the this is the rest. Imagine if it's like this. Okay, just for a second. Imagine if it's like this. Yeah. Just testing. I don't think we're gonna use it like this, but maybe we can use something like that. No, this would fold up. It should be shorter, but you get the idea. Fold up, and we have our key. It could be 3 studs, three studs thick, and we could have, or 5 studs. No, it can be 5 studs, like this. Only that this part here would be visible. We cannot hide it, of course. This would be visible. We just have to create a locking mechanism or a locking mechanism. Yeah, basically something that's, a spring that snaps this open. Somehow, I don't know. And it would, when it's here, it has to be held in with something. I don't know what yet. And then when we press a button or something here, it snaps open. And then of course you put it in the car and turn it, but it's gonna be like wider because it's gonna be 5 studs like this, and then we need to dress it up a little bit. But first, a mechanism. Part of the mechanism can be visible, of course. We cannot hide it completely. For this, probably we would have to redesign this here. Shouldn't be this. So we would have something that when this snaps in, that something prevents this from opening, like an L lift arm here, which we could do. And the L lift arm would be, held close by a tongue, and the tongue snaps to the side, and then it can rotate. Yeah. And when it rotates, of course, and this is here, see, then this cannot be pushed in because it's being prevented to be pushed in by this. So this makes sure that the axle is never gonna pull in and out. Yeah. Okay, challenge accepted. Now we need to make this an L lift arm that goes there. Yes. It is so obvious it hurts. So obvious it hurts. that's fine. The flow in my logic is this, yeah. This. Okay. Now we can have a tongue pressing up, down here. This will do for testing purposes. So this is preventing the spring from pushing it down. You move it aside, it can rotate down. And of course, because this is spring loaded as well, it snaps back here. When we rotate it back, it should engage. Obviously, these are not very good. We need to use this here. Yeah, because this here does not have the rounded edge here. Yeah, that's what we have to do here. And this one, of course, because also rounded edge, not good. But this can be a bunch of axles with connectors, no problem. And of course, this is just a prototype. For all intents and purposes, all of those parts could be pink or azure or whatever, you know, doesn't really matter. And these can be only on one side, so we can have the tongue only on one side. We could have the tongue only on one side. It doesn't matter on, you know. Okay, that's better. Still, if we have a tension here, we don't want this to happen. So it needs to be really very close. And for this we need like this. Yeah. And this guy would be, we need to have a way of moving it back. We would probably do it here by having not this, but this here. So you would have basically almost a button. Okay, but this needs to move. Okay, this needs to move back here, and it needs to stop here. Hard stop here. Okay, so back here, and this turns around, and this needs to snap back to this position. And then when this goes here, back here. Okay. Okay. This could be done with a, instead of a spring, this could be done this. Partially. So if we have this here, and again, this is a prototype, don't interpret anything in here. I am just prototyping. Okay, so you know this part here. So you would do this. This is not okay. Okay, this is not okay. We need to move it aside, and then it would snap. Oh, okay, that's not okay. That is not okay. I wouldn't want to use that part, to be honest. I don't know. Just a second. If we have this here and this here. that'll make it too thick. I don't want to make it too thick. I don't want to make it too thick. The problem is I don't have a longer rubber band. Ideally I would have a longer rubber band here. You know, if we had a longer rubber band, I could just stretch it along here and in here, and then it would, you know, slightly longer rubber band. I think I did order one, but still it's not okay. Rubber bands are fucking hard to come by somehow. Yeah, this one is just crap. Sierra door. Do we have a long rubber band? I don't think so. No, we have a short one. Everywhere in the Sierra we have short rubber bands. You know, We have these ones, the short ones, everywhere. I don't have a single long rubber band here. Not a single one. These are all too short. No. I don't have one. What is in here? Oh, more white ones. Oh, I forgot. Oh, right, we do have one here. Okay. Yep. Oh, damn. Okay. Okay. Yeah, but it's stretching the rubber band way too much. Way too much. You know, and the way yeah, there's the travel of this is way too much. Ideally, it would be here. That would be maybe good. Maybe. Just, I'm just thinking. Just thinking. If this is even a viable way of doing this. This works. Okay. But this requires some work. This should be better. We need like tiny amount more here so that it wouldn't do this. It needs to be here, very straight on. I have an idea. Mm. Mm. But how do we stop it here? 'Cause this is here. We would need something that prevents this from going further out, even if this is not here. First. Wait. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Now I cannot mount this here. Lovely. Lovely. don't even know if I want to do this exactly like this. One of the weak points, of course, is this. No. That's why I'm thinking, what if I would catch it here, something, and not let it go, and then allow this to happen, and then it would catch it again. Would this be easier or just more of the same? I don't know. It's been a long day for me, even though it's Saturday, and yeah. We are going to continue tomorrow. I am afraid. We're going to continue tomorrow. There are options. We'll see. We'll explore some of them and see if we can do something. Anyway, that's it for today. I need some rest. The past 2 days were just tiring. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.